Today we gather in the light of a freshly lit rose candle called the Candle of Joy. All of our readings call us to rejoice. The prophet Isaiah tells us, "Sing with joy, be glad." And Matthew is almost giddy as he shares with us all of the things that the Christ is accomplishing in our midst. But if there is joy this week, it is at very best mixed. Knowing about the continuing suffering in the Philippines, I almost feel guilty calling on anyone to rejoice. Watching the news at night with its parade of human misery, sometimes I'm almost tempted to blow out the pink candle and to take off these Gaudete vestments. And yet today is Gaudete, Rejoice Sunday. And Gaudete is not a suggestion. Gaudete is a command. You must rejoice. And so even with our personal worries and griefs and problems, I ask you, I invite you, rejoice with me. And rejoice not because everything is perfect, but rejoice because among you is the great and holy one of Israel. Our good Lord was born for us in the real world, our world. Not a winter wonderland, not a world where sugar plum fairies dance or Rudolph's nose lights up. He chose to come to us in a real world. And our world is sometimes scary, it is sometimes messy, it is sometimes dangerous. He came to us not under a beautiful tree, but in a leaky barn. He came to us not in a beautiful creche, but homeless and cold among the filth and the stench of farm animals. And all his life, he made it a constant choice to rub shoulders with real people, not walking around with halos over their heads, but lepers and outcasts and sinners, people like us. We rejoice today. We cry out with joy and gladness, not because our faith in Jesus protects us from every harm. We rejoice because he is what he promised to be, Emmanuel, God with us. God among us in joy and sorrow, God at our side in health or in sickness, God walking with us in those dark, frightening valleys or the sun-drenched peaks of our lives. So, dear friends, rejoice. Rejoice. No matter what has been, no matter what is now or is yet to come. The good news always overpowers bad news. It has survived wars and Holocaust and persecution and slavery and freedom and evil and good. Cry out with joy and gladness, rejoice. For among us is Emmanuel, the great and holy one of Israel. God love you.